What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I will be giving you my top winners and losers in free agency, which team did the best in spending, which team did the worst in spending. So without further ado, let's get into the video. The first team that I want to talk about is the Houston Texans, a team that had the number 2 pick in the 2023 NFL Draft. They had a successful year with the rookie C.J. Stroud and rookie head coach DeMeco Ryans, taking them to the AFC divisional round. There was a lot of controversy with the Rookie of the Year award, but the Texans wouldn't be the team that they are today, nor make it that far without C.J. Stroud. By finding their franchise quarterback of the future, the team knew they had to be aggressive in free agency to take them to another level, and did just that. They got running back Joe Mixon, who's had 1,200 plus yards from scrimmage in 4 out of his 7 seasons, and adds tremendous value in the pass game and will be a great check down option for Stroud. Got edge Daniel Hunter, coming off a career year with 16.5 sacks, 83 tackles, and 23 tackles for loss, who will pair up nicely with the talented young pass rusher Will Anderson and linebacker Azeez Al-Shaair, who was one of the top linebacker free agents, will reunite with DeMeco Ryans, who was his former defensive coordinator. The Texans got eliminated by the Ravens, ground and pound style, but definitely did a good job taking care of the defense. Houston Texans found ways to attack free agency, become competitive in the AFC, built their team around Stroud, and had a winning free agency weekend. I give them an A grade. Team number 2, the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons seriously needed to fix their quarterback situation, as both Desmond Ridder and Taylor Heinicke are not the long-term answer, or even answers at all. With Drake London, Kyle Pitts, and Bijan Robinson as young stars of the team, they needed a quarterback that can elevate their talents offensively, and made a splash move by getting Kirk Cousins. Is he elite? No. But Kirk Cousins has thrown for 4,000 plus yards in 7 out of the past 9 seasons, and having a gunslinger on this team will maximize London and Pitts' talent. With the addition of Darnell Mooney and trading for Rondale Moore, it will help take away attention from London and Pitts and allow them to work in one-on-one situations. Having a gunslinger like Cousins at quarterback, there's a high chance that at least 2 receiving options ends up with 1,000 plus receiving yards and have Pro Bowl seasons. The Falcons did a complete 360 compared to last year's team, and by taking care of the quarterback position and adding quality receiving options, they came away as winners this past week. A grade. The Philadelphia Eagles. Who would have thought that the Philadelphia Eagles will get better with Jason Kelce and Fletcher Cox retiring? I mean, it is too soon to tell if they did, but when you sign Saquon Barkley, Bryce Huff, extend Landon Dickerson, and sign Devin White, they came away as serious winners this past week. Saquon Barkley now joins an offense with Jalen Hurts at quarterback, A.J. Brown, and Devontae Smith at wide receiver, in which they can be a top 5 offense with everybody healthy. Barkley is a top 5 running back when he's healthy, and Giant fans must be feeling sick to their stomach knowing that they will have to face him twice a year. Not only does Barkley provide value in the run game, but he is a great pass catcher out of the backfield, which will help Hurts out, who tends to force deep throws. With Hassan Reddick or Josh Sweat in question for long-term plans, adding Bryce Huff boosts their defense, as he had 10 sacks and 10 tackles for loss this past season. Extending Landon Dickerson was crucial for the line with the loss of Jason Kelce, and signing Devin White to boost their linebacker core. The Eagles made win-now moves. The Eagles couldn't have asked for a better free agency week, and they seriously came away with an A-plus grade. Last but not least, the Green Bay Packers. Not known to make splashes in free agency, the Green Bay Packers got younger in the running back position, as well as taking care of the safety position, which was a top team need. With Aaron Jones not getting any younger and not wanting to take another pay cut, the Packers decided to part ways and sign Josh Jacobs, who is a bruising back who loves to run between the tackles at the age of 26 years old. Although Jacobs lacks receiving upside, he fits the Packers' window at his age and will help open up the pass game for Jordan Love due to his physicality in the run game. Signing Xavier McKinney was a huge move for the Packers defense, and when healthy, McKinney is easily a top 5 safety. With Jeff Hafley as defensive coordinator, single high man coverage will be the main emphasis of this defense, and McKinney is used to that type of style, as he played a similar role under Don Wickendall's defense for the New York Giants. They just announced that they are re-signing A.J. Dillon, and I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to tackle Jacobs and Dillon in the wintertime at Lambeau Field as they create a good bruiser-back duo. The Packers took care of two serious positional needs and did a great job with signings. They get an A grade. Now, let's talk about the losers this past week. Starting off with the Buffalo Bills. Tormented by Von Miller's contract, the Bills had to find ways to create cap space and had a mini blow it up episode. The Bills had to let go of Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde, Tre'Davious White, Dane Jackson, Leonard Floyd, Gabe Davis, and it seems to wonder if Stephon Diggs is next. Although having Josh Allen as a quarterback puts them in playoff contention, they didn't do much in free agency to make up what they lost. Sean McDermott once said, "It's not a matter of, but when the Bills win the Super Bowl." But after this week, they appear farther away from that goal. With losses in the secondary, lack of receiver options, and lack of free agent signings, the Bills came out as one of the top losers this past week. Loser number 2, the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers are not off to a great offseason and didn't do themselves any favors to avoid the laughingstock team of the NFC South. The Panthers lost their best edge rusher, Brian Burns, to the New York Giants and also lost a few pieces such as Luvu, Chin, and Jackson from their defense. They overspent on two guards, Robert Hunt and Damian Lewis, and although Jewell was a good pickup for the linebacker core, it's a clear downgrade from Luvu. The Panthers acquired Deontay Johnson in a trade to provide receiving options for Young and now becomes the clear number 1 of the team. But is he the most reliable number 1 to elevate this team remains the question. With general manager Dan Morgan and head coach Dave Canales overhauling this team, it remains to be seen if they will even be competitive at all next season. By losing quality defensive players, overspending on offensive linemen, downgrading at the linebacker position, and not using the capital wisely to fill in holes to be competitive in the division, they came away as slight losers this past week. Team number 3, the Denver Broncos. If there is one team that I can confidently say that is blowing it up, it is the Denver Broncos. Trading Judy to the Browns and paying Wilson $38 million while he plays for another team, I will not be surprised if Courtland Sutton and Patrick Surtain are next to get traded. At this rate, it looks like the Broncos will find their quarterback in the draft as they will not be competitive in the division with the Chiefs, Raiders, and Chargers. After taking a look at their free agent signings, nobody on that list seems to move the needle for this team, and I can see a complete tank job occurring next season, with Sean Payton most likely getting the boot. This team is in serious rebuild mode for a few years, and I doubt any quality free agent will want to go there and play. This team gets a serious F grade, and they are blowing it up. Last but not least, the Dallas Cowboys. While every team was getting busy in free agency to get better, the Cowboys decided to be stagnant and not do anything because next year is their year, right? The Cowboys were the only team in the NFL to not sign anybody on Monday until Tuesday, in which they re-signed their long snapper. Jerry Jones made all-in claims at the end of the 2023 season just to be all out so far. As of right now, there are serious needs, and it remains to be seen if it will be taken care of in free agency or even in the draft. America's team did not do themselves any favors by window shopping, and doesn't seem like this team will be taken serious as long as Jerry Jones is running the show. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please comment below to tell me what your thoughts are and who you think was winners and losers this past week. Please like and subscribe to the channel for more weekly content. See you next week.